finals of this Kazoo Tour Championship. It's the 4th year of this event. O'Sullivan won the first staging here in 2019. He didn't get into the 2020 tournament, but last year he reached the final where Robertson beat him. Then he lost his first match in 2019 in a decider to Judd Trump. Of course, he won the British Open. Didn't entirely tie up his place, but he gave him a head start on everybody else. And O'Sullivan, his big hit, as it were, was the World Grand Prix victory just before Christmas.
Classic matches between these two players over this amount of frames are few and far between these days, so we've got to savour this one today. Red over the corner pocket, obviously on, but the cue will have to raise the butt of the cue in the air a little bit and aim down on the cue ball. Because he played a very poor safety shot, very good with the safety shot, didn't leave mark a pot, and it's Ronnie that's got in first from it.
He was disappointing last week in Gibraltar, lost to the table environment, not always to his taste. This is more his territory, of course. A long match, one table, big prize money.
Andy having that angle on the brown, just to drop on this red, the right middle. Would have been delighted when he came around the table and seen that.
6.
He's got an angle in the blue, maybe playing some sort of cannon. Obviously something goes to the right corner. There's a gap somewhere in amongst all those reds.
11.
Now you see it.
Right, there's always, whatever the tournament, whatever the format, whatever the location, there's always a fascination when this man rolls into town.
Misjudged that one.
9.
Faster bounce than he expected. There's no doubt who your scorer is with these two. Ronnie O'Sullivan is the full time. So if Mark does get these chances, he's going to have to score today to compete, I think. I don't know how he can scrap out frames when they're not as pretty, but I don't think that alone will get the job done today over 19 frames against.
Yeah, I think the danger with O'Sullivan in a long match is if he gets a good lead, because he's a terrific front runner. Now, if he went 3 or 4-0 up, then I'd fear for Williams, certainly.
Again, he'll be delighted with that cue ball's landed. Not sure if this is already played for. If he did, it was a phenomenal positional shot.
24.
I say, all the reds seem to be blocking each other slightly. There is one in the middle. It was just at the wrong angle of the black there. He really had to strike that 100% perfectly. He didn't do. You could see the cue ball went off low towards the side cushion to the middle pocket.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 31.
So Mark Williams in, and whatever he says, he loves to play down everything. He doesn't belong in the company of Higgins and O'Sullivan, but the fact is, in the midst of their great successes early in their career, he was world number 1. He won the World UK Masters in the same season at one stage. Yeah, just didn't quite get on tended red, so
Mark Williams.
it is. We saw yesterday, you know, the early frames, they might not seem significant, but Neil Robertson's part of his shtick.
I think he genuinely believes it. I don't think he thinks he's as good a scorer or as prolific a winner as the other two. But all that, I think, goes to one side. When he gets in that chair at the table, I think you can't possibly think like that, because you're just going to... He's just a unique person in the way he thinks, the way he goes about it.
Champion in all the big events, and still in the top 8 in the world.
These shots out beautifully. Whether he can get the cue ball into the reds, though, really needs to nip it here. Yeah, just the wrong angle.
8. Touching ball. Mark Williams, 8.
One thing's for sure, O'Sullivan has the utmost respect for him. What he thought Mark Williams' qualities were before the match.
Oh, no miss. Mark Williams, 4. Free ball. One.
Shot O'Sullivan played, you often see it missed first time because it's more of a guide, really. You don't want to sort of career into them too for a thin edge, got no edge. But leaving the free ball is the significant thing. It's allowed Williams in. Just to confirm, as we saw at the start, he'll be defending his British Open title in September, the end of September, here on ITV4
14.
in Milton Keynes. Matches will be longer as well this year, the final 2 sessions. No more best of 5s. He kept on where people should have beaten him, but that's where temperament comes in, even in a short match. You know, we talk about the long matches being a test, but any match where you've got to get over the line is a test, and Mark Williams got one of the best temperaments there is.
Define the frame. Into the reds. How's your luck? Well, it's had luck, but unfortunately it's all bad. Got the wrong side of the reds. Got the underside of them. That was always going to bring the cue ball back towards the black cushion. Can he still take the red on to the right middle? It's very tough. I'm not really sure where the cue ball's going to end up. Don't know if it's a natural angle to miss the blue in between green and brown.
Well, Sullivan said it himself, didn't he? He's a great potter of key balls. There's another one.
$26. $27.
You're seeing difference here between the two. The cue ball is pretty much on a string. Mark Williams has not quite had positional shot get to him, and he more often than not pulls off a pot like the one we've seen 2 or 3 shots ago into the right middle. Needs a good shot here to continue the break.
$32.
You try and play it to left corner. This is a very difficult pot. Blind pocket. We hope to get the cover if he doesn't go in. That's a great shot. And perfect on the pink to open the 3 reds.
Well, obviously the pink's going to cover this red.
39.
Been adventurous.
Mark Williams, 39.
Yeah, just didn't get on the red when he freed the 3. So at least by 24.
Right, a little bit clumsy with the cue ball.
8.
Yeah, second red he's missed to a middle pocket.
Ronnie
Before it was
O'Sullivan.
the opposite middle. Just checking it's covered. So it's already tense. He's only frame 1. That was a chance to fit long red, but just made that.
What both of these players do brilliantly is if there's a little bit of bad luck or whatever against them, you'd never know. They never show it. Ronnie got away with one there, but nothing from Mark Williams. But he has left his red on, Mark.
So Williams 16 in front with a chance at this red. 20 minutes in. It's certainly the sort of pot you fancy him for, but still excellent at this stage of a tense first frame.
Six.
Another big shot then. This feels like it could be a frame winner, this one.
Mark Williams, 6.
Well, it's kept on running and running.
One.
So 23 in front, 27 with the brown with 27 on. So this opening frame could yet be a respot.
5. Mark Williams 5.
You would certainly fancy Ronnie to clear up the 6 colours. No big shot this. He's got away with it.
Respect Williams. Got a snooker back. A lot of tablecraft on the shoulder, isn't there, between these two? He needs to hit it, otherwise he needs a snooker. But if he leaves it on, then it's surely Williams' frame. Yeah, tight it, and
Mark Williams 4. 3 ball.
it's a free ball, and Brown Cats 2. Took a bit of winning. Williams kept on sort of losing position and all bits and pieces, but he doesn't mind that game. He doesn't mind if he's got to scrap it out. He can play the other game as well. They're just all-round great match player.
4.
Big task for him today. He's not beaten O'Sullivan in a 2-session match since the 2000 UK Championship, so we're talking 2 decades ago.
Mark Williams 4.
So we're in line with 25 on.
Three. Ronnie O'Sullivan 3.
I mean, so many times he's conceded the frames needing 1 snooker. Here he needs 3, and he's got 1. So 28 in it, 2 5-point snookers to tie.
Ronnie O'Sullivan 4.
Object ball. Not this time.
Ronnie O'Sullivan 5.
It's not a way off. He feels he can just do it better that way. Must admit, I prefer when both arms involved in the shot. But nevertheless, it's down to 1 snooker from 3. And you can understand Ronnie playing on in 3 or 4 snookers because unbelievable touch and control of the cue ball. But Mark wants this first frame done and dusted quickly, and that'll do it.
Well, if the first frame's anything to go by, this is going to be another battle today. Half an hour. O'Sullivan had a few chances. He missed a couple of reds in particular to each middle.
Mark Williams batted
I
that
think Mark Williams has good enough. So we're off and running on day 3 of the Kazoo Tour Championship. 2 legends in action here. And it's Mark Williams leading Ronnie O'Sullivan 1-0.